There are a few things that I genuinely cannot stand to see happen and to not act or say something about it. In an essence, I am someone who is a live and let live kind of guy. If you have your own opinion, go for it, say those opinions. If you like something, if you don't like something, do it. As long as you don't try to push everything on anyone else or whatever. Like, everyone can like and don't like whatever they want. That's what being a person and having individuality is. I'm also someone who takes full responsibility for everything that they say, write, posts, record, or whatever. If I'm right, I defend my position. If I'm proven wrong, then I say, okay, I was wrong. Thank you for opening my eyes, and respectfully back off. That's something that I have done. I have posted things that were later either untrue, based on lack of knowledge on my part, or just new information, and I have said it publicly in videos, in posts, and everything. But I'm saying that because it's not something that I consider myself to be special for it, or to be someone above the others. To me, this is a set of skills and basic human qualities that everyone and anyone who has the absolute basic moral integrity as a human being, be it in a personal or professional environment, has to have. This is basically what is the basis of someone turning out to be a good human. Even though if they don't agree with you or whatever, that does not necessarily make them a bad person. It's if they have those qualities, chances are that they probably have other good qualities as well, and they're actually a good human that just has different likes than you. And to me, this is the absolute basis of what someone needs to have. So it is very, very excruciating and very angering when I see, and especially in the realm of journalism, and especially with someone who has a lot of following, to see the absolute lack of these moral traits that everyone needs to have, the absolute basis, the minimum that someone needs to have to just be human, if you want to call it like that. And this is something that anyone who either follows me or follows the people that I follow on X knows about, and has probably already commented about it, because this story is from yesterday, and it actually happened during me recording my previous video about bioware's Corinne Bush getting out of the company. And this is very, very connected to all of that, but it's an entirely different and much more deplorable thing to say. Now that I got that out of the way, this is the article. This is the next article, and it's again by SmashJT, and I do want to emphasize that this is by SmashJT, just like the previous article in my previous video. This is by him, because he is the one and one of the people affected in this. If you remember, yesterday when I was covering the story about Corinne Bush getting out of BioWare and supposedly leaving or being fired, we don't know yet, even though we have information for both things, I was referencing the articles from SmashJT and posts by grummz, because these are the two people that initially broke the story, and I am going to show you. This has been posted. This is the YouTube video by Smash. Just want to say that Smash usually posts the YouTube video after he has made the article. This is my observation. Not to mention that today I watched his stream live, which is now a member-only video, and in it he said that he has actually been sitting on this information for a couple of days prior to that. And this is posted at 2:57 a.m. on January 17th, which is yesterday, and it was over 24 hours ago. This is the timeline here. I don't know if this is my local time or US local time, but this is 2:57 a.m. So whatever I show you next is going to be the same time. And this is the post by DiscussThing. I cannot clearly, in a absolute clear conscience, say that this is an actual respectful human. This was posted at 6:41 a.m. several hours afterwards, after the article, after the video by Smash, again on January 17th. And he's basically saying the same thing about Corinne Bush, and he says that he was told there is nothing solid about that part of the room on the closing on bioware. And so at an absolute first look, you'd see, okay, this is someone who's also posting this article and probably he does have his own sources as well. This is Jeff Grubb, by the way, who is a very, very good supporter of Alyssa Mercante. He was in that famous video where she calls out everyone to fight physically, and he's basically goobering over her with a silly smile. And the thing is that you can post this, no worries. You have heard it, you have read it somewhere. You're posting this even though you're supposedly a journalist or working mainstream journalism, or you're a public figure, whatever. What he does several hours afterwards, after he is actually told that that's not his story, that is Smash JT and grummz' story because they broke the story, he basically doubles and triples down with absolute abhorrent comments. Reporting like this is what makes me Laker of the Year. And okay, lots of you are now throwing the word hero. This is abhorrent. But I'm gonna go back because everything is here in this article as a good article should be. And here Smash says it all. Jeff Grubb's shameless theft of bioware Corinne Bush story highlights mainstream media's lack of integrity and how in the end it's one big media circle jerk. Yes, it is. This is him, and he kind of looks like the male version of Alyssa Mercante plus like 100 pounds on top. Anyways, and here he explains this. This is all getting pretty gross. Trust in mainstream games journalism is at an all-time low and somehow seemingly plummeting even further as the day passed. Jeff Grubb has provided everyone with yet another glaring example of why that trust has been eroding. Exactly. When you steal, and this is stealing information and a leak and an article from other people without mentioning, without giving them credit, and then doubling and tripling down as your own story, this is when everybody sees what the mainstream media is. And this is his absolute amazing picture that I do enjoy. Look at him. It's amazing. This is to me a person without any morals. This is probably how happy he is when everyone is hate commenting on his post, because it's engagement, it's clout. Here a little bit closer, next to him is another absolutely morally derelict person. So two birds of a feather. This is a guy who is probably enjoying the clout that he's getting on X without any moral struggles, because he doesn't have any morals to begin with. And anyone can say whatever. These are my thoughts. This is what he has shown as an action, and he doesn't deserve any benefit of the doubt in this case. Again, I'm not saying anyone should go attack him, anyone should go contact him, anyone should go threaten him, but these are my thoughts. Don't do that. Don't engage in him. Don't go and just insult him or anything. But this is him doing what apparently the mainstream media can do best. Just take credit for other people's work. And because Corinne Bush leaving bioware is an absolute huge news, because bioware and Dragon Age Veilguard have been in the news a lot. This is an absolute banger of a news, and that's why probably he decided that he can take credit for it. Here are the tweets that I just mentioned. This is the post where Smash JT reports that Jeff Grubb stole his article. And the thing is, the worst thing that happened is that publications like Eurogamer, PC Gamer, VG247, IGN, and so many others originally credit Grubb as a source. This is what happened, and especially Eurogamer, which were the first. They completely ignored Smash JT and grummz' hard work regarding this story and the leaks that they covered based on insider source, because Smash JT and grummz and people like Hypnotic and a lot of other people are the enemy. They're not left. They're not buddies with the Access Media. They don't shake hands. They don't see eye to eye, because the Access Media is a deceitful, vile organization, and they're constantly posting lies and untrue articles that are being dismantled every single day by people like Smash JT and grummz, and that's why the Access Media hates them. And that's why they refuse to give them credit. They have been called out since yesterday more than 100 times. All of these articles. People like Jay Viper have been calling them out. People like grummz, like Hypnotic, like Yellow Flash, they have been calling out the Access Media. Asmongold covered Smash JT's video as the original news source, which is another push that the Access Media doesn't like. But that doesn't stop them from being buddies with each other and just commenting and saying Eurogamer is crediting Grubb, and then PC Gamer, VG247, IGN, and all the others are starting to quote Eurogamer as the original source. And this is just a chain of a broken telephone that they just try to create a true narrative that they can provide as actual factual truth that they're the ones who covered it. However, they have struck out very, very hugely, because there is one thing, my dear friends, that has happened. We kept the receipts. Everyone kept the receipts. Smash JT has the original article. He can show you when it was written, when it was seen, when it was made into a video, and it is earlier. And a lot of people are commenting and bringing light to the story. This is why I'm doing this video. I'm not doing it to just generate some form of clout or anything, or a campaign against these people. I want this to be another piece of video and another angle that just brings everything to light, to have more and more, so these people know they're called out, and these people know that we are not gonna just stand by and take the theft of information, the theft of hard work, and just roll with it because there are some big huge companies or whatever the fuck they think they are. I work in a fucking corporate environment, and in the last 10 years, I have been sidelined. I have had my ideas taken away and given to someone else. I have had my projects taken away from me. I have had to fight tooth and claw to keep my projects, to take the deserved credit that I have put countless hours of work into, just so someone else who is a little bit more favored taken away from me without having taken credit. I have done this for a decade and above, and I have had, in every company that I have been, I have had this happen to me, just because they're fan favorites. They're people who want to push each other up, and if they see the chance to take something and just dismiss that person and claim it as their own, they would do it. These are morally derelict people, and this is what we're seeing here, an entirely morally derelict group of outlets and media articles and people that are buddies with each other, and they just support each other like some sort of a twisted community, where we know that they're not a community. They support each other only when they are thinking the same exact thing. They don't take individual thought very seriously, and if any one of them just decides to have an original thought for once in their fucking morally derelict lives, the rest of the group will kick them out as soon as you can say, oh wow. And after that little sideline of me just ranting, because I just needed to vent on this, we see that the screenshots are here. PC Gamer, original story, Corinne Bush, the first confirmation comes from journalist Jeff Grubb, who is exactly as much journalist and as I am a nuclear physicist. The only difference is that I do not steal knowledge and research from nuclear physicists. Then we have VG247, we have Games Rather, we have The Gamer, we have IGA, and then we have Smash JT saying this. Let's be clear, Grubb didn't corroborate the story, provide sources, or even credit any of the original reporting. Of course, he just tweeted something and then roll along with it, which anyone can do, because why provide any sources when you can claim that you're the source and when you have someone supporting you on that? Those of us in the know have witnessed the obvious connections mainstream games journalism has behind the scenes to create a narrative how they want and make themselves look more important than they really are. Exactly, they can do the work, they don't have these connections, or they don't have anyone who would give them such information, but when it's a big story like this, they are more than happy to steal it from actual people who actually have integrity, like Smash JT and grummz, who are more reporters and better reporters than all of the Access Media combined. It's one big club and we're not in it. This is George Carlin just predicting the future almost 30 years ago. He also goes, this isn't just lazy journalism, it's intellectual theft disguised as reporting. Exactly. And he's shouting out Jay Viper, who actually was the one who tipped Smash off. And he says, hey, AJR with Ben, next time you write an article on PC Gamer, how about giving proper credit? Smash JT had the Korean Bush news long before James Grubb did, and we have the timeline. I'm gonna show you the timeline again. 2:57 a.m. This is the video. This is the video, which I can tell you, the article was written before that, because Smash basically covers a lot of the story and shows screenshots from his article in a lot of his videos. And we have Grubb 641 without providing any source, any link, any article written, nothing. He just says that and then doubles and triples down. So we have the timeline. It is written, it is screenshotted, it is saved, it is with hard evidence. And a little bit down further the article, I'm not reading the whole article because I want you to visit SmashJT's website and read the whole article for yourself. However, I want to read this. The future belongs to us, independent voice. Exactly. This isn't just about credit, it's far more about trust. When mainstream journalists take credit for the hard work of independent creators without acknowledging the actual source, they once again reinforce the belief that their industry is rotten completely to the core. Gamers see through the lies and they're turning to independent creators for news that's honest, transparent, and free of the mainstream media mafia's influence. Here is a screenshot by Hypnotic that I do urge you to visit all of those accounts, Hypnotic, SmashJT, grummz, if you haven't, JViper, if for some reason you haven't, do visit them. They're amazing people, each and every one of them. And this just proves a lot of the things that I and a lot of people have been saying. These people don't have any moral integrity. These are just people who want dominance, they want to be the voice, and they want to squash everyone who is against them. However, they didn't account for one simple thing, is that the public, the actual people, do have voices. And because the access media has gotten a lot used to having silent voices and people who just consume and don't have any opinion and don't do any sort of reporting or just oppose them in any way, now they're faced with people rising up against them. This article, this story, I'm sure will lead to a lot of people just refusing to visit those websites anymore, like IGN, PC Gamer, and whatever, and just sticking to actual people with integrity like SmashJT, like grummz, like people on X that report on news, websites like Fandom Pulse and That Park Place, who are also among these companies and people. And the fact that the access media continues to do these deplorable practices means that they just don't have any interest in actual journalistic integrity. They just want the money, the clicks, the clout, and everything, and exactly what people like Jeff grummz wants to do. It's an abhorrent practice, it's absolutely morally derelict, and it's exactly one more thing that we, the people, the gamers, the people who want good entertainment, and the normal people fight against. And this fight, just like the other fights that we're fighting, is a good fight. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you did enjoy it, press the like and subscribe button. Follow me on my socials down in the description below. Join me and become part of the DiscussThing guild with the membership on my channel to help me with my journey on YouTube. And if you want to help homeless animals and animals in shelters, press the Patreon link and become a member there. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Helzo. This was DiscussThing, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Cheers and stay fresh.